is the finished product. Would y'all believe me if I told you that most of the times I come out here to build something, I have no idea what I'm going to build and I just wing it? I go back to work tomorrow, so I'm going to try something else. I've got an idea. I'm going to use some scrap wood here. My idea, and if I can find a picture of what I'm roughly basing this off of, I'll try to put it somewhere. But I'm building a lamp, and it's gonna have stained glass, but it's not a stained glass lamp. It will have the glass, but I'm not doing an intricate design. I'm just building, I've got some scrap walnut. This is probably gonna be the base. I'm gonna square this up. Then the four corners, this is enough for two corners, and then I've got another piece I'm going to rip down. We'll run this through the wide belt. This is, like I said, enough for two. It's going to be 3 inches wide by 6 inches tall, the glass itself. So I'm going to have to take and I'm going to run a groove for the glass, and then I'll cut these to the 6 inches that I need, and these will sit on the corners. So let's get started. Okay, so I got my 2 pieces cut. I'm going to take and run these through the belt sander. What I've done is I'm going to mark each side. That way I know that I've got each side sanded. Alright, so I thought I hit record and I didn't, so I ran these through the wide belt, got them the same thickness both ways, and then I ran them through the table saw. This isn't the color I'm going to use, but this will show you. This is how this is going to go. So I'm going to cut these in half, and because these are 6 by 6, and I'm going to do 3 by 6. These will sit like this. You have a groove on each side. And I'll cut these in half, or cut them to the 6-inch length. And I am waffling with this and putting it off. I've not had much experience cutting glass. This wasn't expensive, but it wasn't cheap. So I'm kind of holding off cutting this. Then I also have to figure out how I'm going to connect these. So I'm probably just going to use glue and maybe some CA glue just to hold it while the glue cures. Welcome to my craft room. Like I said, I'm going to try to I'm going to pull this glass out and show y'all all the different colors. You've seen the yellow one. This is the one I think I'm going to practice on, try to cut first. And then there's this pink. I don't know if the light here is helping me or hindering me, but that's kind of a pinkish color. And then we got this marbled orange, blue, red, white. That's kind of cool. But these are the ones. Alright, so I got this green. And then I've got this blue green. And this is why these two here are what made me pick this set of glass. These are just awesome. So I think I'm going to use this one and the green one, and I'll do them opposing. So like I said, I'm going to practice on this yellow first, because I have cut window glass, but this is a little bit different, and it's been years since I cut any glass. So I bought this from Amazonia. I've got a glass cutter here and some pliers, and got everybody's favorite WD-40. I'll just put a few drops on here. It doesn't take a whole lot. I'm going to make a little mark here I'm going to do it just like if I was going to use this, because if this turns out the way I'm hoping it will, I might make another one. So there's 3 inches, and there's 3 inches. Get my square here. And I can, yeah, I think that'll work. Oh, I guess I need this though, don't I? I do know, like I said, I'm just going to put just a couple of drops on here. I don't think it takes a whole lot. There we go. I'll just run it right down there. I do know that when you cut, you really only want to do your scribe one time. This is spring loaded, so let's try it. I can tell I got off of my line, but I don't think that's a huge issue. Haha! And it worked. I got off my line a little bit, not terrible. Alright, so that's got my confidence a little bit better. So I'm gonna take and just lay these in this box with the foam. Actually, I'm gonna separate them. Since I'm cutting 2 of these, I'll have plenty of room. So I guess now it's time to put up or shut up. Let's see what we did here. Hopefully I don't break this. I broke it. Let's see here. Let's try this again. Let's try pushing it. Well, I got part of it to break. I've still got one more that I need to cut. Hopefully it'll go a little bit smoother. I don't really need that. I'm going to try pushing instead of pulling on this one. Ah, perfect. So I got 3 greens and a yellow. I used the Shaper Origin, pocketed out a place to put my puck light. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a daub, just like a drop or two of super glue in, and that way it'll hold this together. And then I can position it. The next thing I need to do is make a top. So that's about 4 1/4 square. I'll go ahead and glue this up. What I've been doing, or what I did with the top, is I used CA glue and Tight Bond 2, the dark. The CA just holds it until the Tight Bond goes off. I think I'm probably just going to use a hard wax oil. So let's go ahead and get this done. So just putting a little dab of glue on each corner. And then on the inside I'll put the CA glue. I've got some clear fin here that I'm going to use on this. And then what I'll do is I'll set this down there and, well, you know what? There. That way I'll be sure to get it where I need it. I'm just going to take my marking knife and use this to clean up the glue, because I can get in there real nice and tight. I've still got this from the last project, and it's got the walnut tint in with it too. I just left it in an empty pill bottle. I forgot that I cut that with some turpentine. I can smell it. So I probably will go back with just some plain Osmo after I rub this in real good. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Here is the finished product. It doesn't throw a lot of light, but that was the whole point. We wanted a light for our bedroom that wasn't just blinding, just sort of a nightlight type deal. So let me know what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.